Good morning, my loves. Sabah al-Ward. How are you today? I hope all is well. We are all good, alhamdulillah. So today I'd like to make one of my first Ramadan recipes. This is Moroccan chicken, so marinated with Moroccan flavours. And I'd also like to add Lebanese style rice, which I have added my own twist on, incorporating again Moroccan fruits and flavours. So without further ado, here we go. It's my Moroccan chicken with Lebanese rice. So the ingredients you will need are listed here. I will give exact measurements as shown later on throughout the video. And here it is. So you have flavoured basmati rice with vermicelli, with chicken, marinated chicken. And this makes for a delicious iftar meal alongside your harira. So here we have the spices. So you need half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of turmeric, a little food colouring if you want to add food colouring, 1 teaspoon of ginger and half a teaspoon of black pepper. I've used preserved lemons. I'm going to use a quarter of a large onion, or you can use half of a small onion, 3 garlic cloves, parsley, a handful of parsley and coriander, and I've used here chicken legs, drumsticks and chicken thighs. So first I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to my chicken. I of course have washed my chicken thoroughly with salt and lemon, drained and dried off before adding the olive oil. To that I'm going to add my spices, and you want your spices and all of your herbs and garlic to marinate into this chicken for at least an hour before cooking. So I'm just going to squeeze on my garlic using my garlic press. Once you've done this, you'll need to add your salt. Here I am using Himalayan pink salt. I am using chicken seasoning, which also contains salt, which is why I haven't added very much salt. So I'm just adding some lemon juice from the preserved lemons. I'm going to chop the preserved lemons. If you don't have preserved lemons, then ordinary lemons will be fine. So I've added some chicken seasoning. I've chopped my onion, so my quarter of a large onion, and I've also chopped up some parsley and coriander. I'm just going to rub this all in, cover the chicken and pop it in the fridge until I'm ready to cook it. In a large pan, you want to brown your vermicelli. Now this does brown very quickly, so over a moderate heat you need to stir this occasionally to avoid burning. You're looking for a deep golden brown colour. To this I'm going to add just under a cup of rice. This will serve 3 or 4 people. I'm going to wash my rice thoroughly. I'm using basmati rice here. You need to wash it until the water runs clear. So we're trying to get rid of all the starch, and this makes for a lighter, fluffier rice. So I'm just browning off my vermicelli here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I need quite a bit of salt because this is going to season our rice. Okay, give that a quick stir before we add our rice. I'm also going to add to this raisins, or you could of course use sultanas, so I'm just going to give them a quick wash and add them to my rice. You can see here the vermicelli is starting to brown off nicely. So we're almost done. We've almost got the colour I want. You can see it's going a nice golden colour. So before it burns, I'm just going to take it off the hob until I'm ready to add my rice. I'm also going to add to this apricots, dried apricots. I've given them a quick wash and I'm going to chop them into tiny pieces. I'm going to add my raisins and my basmati rice. Give that a quick stir and I'm going to want to add my boiled water. Now the key is to add 2 cups of boiled water to every 1 cup of basmati rice. Because I've just added just under a cup, I'm going to add just under 2 cups of boiling water along with a knob of butter. So if you follow this rule, you'll end up with perfectly fluffy rice. I'm going to add the lid and allow that to simmer for about 20 minutes. But before I do that, I'm just going to add 5 cardamom pods just to release an aromatic flavour. So after about 20 minutes, you'll have to check on your rice just to check whether it's cooked. You can see here mine is cooked. What I'm going to do is put the lid back on and turn off the heat and just allow that to cook a little further in the steam. And there you have it, perfect fluffy rice. Now I'm going to brown or roast my almonds. So I've blanched these almonds with boiling hot water. All you do is you put your almonds with the skin on into boiling hot water. Allow this to cook for about 5 minutes. Take it off the hob and you'll need to peel them one by one. Obviously they will be hot, so be aware. Once they have cooled and dried out, you'll need to add them to vegetable oil on a low heat, stirring occasionally until they go golden. These will burn, so you have to stand over it and watch as they'll burn very quickly. And I always add my almonds, my blanched almonds, to cold oil and start cooking from cold instead of popping my almonds into hot oil, because you want the almonds to cook from the inside out and you want a crunchy almond, so this is how you do it. Into a bag it goes. I'm just going to crush them. I started off using a wooden spoon, but that didn't work, so I went for the rolling pin. So once you've done that, put them to one side until the chicken's cooked for later. So here I'm just draining off the liquid from my cooked chicken because I'm going to pour this over my basmati rice, as shown here. Okay, this just adds to the intensity of the flavours already in my rice. Okay, want to take out my cardamoms, which is why I just popped them on the top so I could come back and take them out. This would have released a lovely aromatic flavour to your rice. And this is the Lebanese part, because the Lebanese use a lot of cardamom and cinnamon in their rice. Once you've managed to take all your cardamoms out, you want to give this a quick stir and fluff up your rice ready for serving, as shown. Okay, once you're ready to dish up, add your rice to the bottom, add your chicken on top and cover with your roasted almonds. Enjoy بصحة والراحة وبصحة فطوركم. Enjoy!